I tried to double my 27,000 Forex trading account. Can I do it? This is what happened. Right, so as you can see over here, we currently have 27,000 account balance. We're using the web trader terminal to currently trade Bitcoin US dollar since it's the weekend. This is also a live account and it's gonna get crazy. Right, so the first thing we want to do is analyze the Forex market. So let's just draw our nice little trend line, right? We also have a nice uptrend. If we zoom out a little bit, we can see that the overall direction is definitely towards the downside. So our overall bias, or a trade that we would be willing to trade, should be a short rather than the long. Now what we also need is to find areas of sensitivity. I do like around this area zone. This is a good one over here. Previously respected it multiple times, respected it over here as well. A little bit higher than these, but still nonetheless a good area zone to kind of know what's going on. This is also a good area of sensitivity. As you can see, it's bouncing off this area zone. It's also trending towards the downside on multiple time frames. So what ideally we want to do is go to the 1 minute time frame and see what's going on. So 1 minute we see a nice uptrend, but it is on a resistance area zone. So more than likely we should sell off this trade towards the downside, because what will probably happen is this area zone will be respected and we will see a push towards the downside. So let's see if that happens and place our first trade. So since I'm not that confident in placing this trade, I'm gonna do a small lot size, 2.00 on Bitcoin US dollar. That's actually massive. But you'll see $1,400 in the minus currently because of the spread differences the brokers have. Kind of crazy, but I do believe this trade will fall down. Our free margin is currently 19,000, so we still have space for movement. We're going to be obviously scalping these, so I'm not going to put any stop loss whatsoever. So stop loss nothing, take profit nothing. I'm going to be watching the markets like a hawk and close them if it hits our necessary profit levels, which I believe a grand or two would be nice. So while we're waiting, we can just mark all our area zones. So we know these area zones are where important, right? So just mark them up where the bounces happened. This is our main support area. It is trending towards the downside and the upside, but as you can see, the overall direction definitely towards the downside. Even if you have a look at the 1 hourly time frame, same thing is happening, and we are currently on the 1 hourly strong level of support, or in this case now resistance. So more than likely this will be respected and will continue to push towards the downside. I might add a few indicators, but at the moment I believe this trade will go down, so I'm not too worried. And with the magic of editing, I'll come back to you guys in just a second. Right, so I've been watching the charts for around, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. I didn't want to waste your time, but as you can see, my prediction was correct. It bounced off this area zone, went towards the downside. If we have a look at our MetaTrader now, as you can see, very nice profits, 3,700 profit, 4,000 now. And what we're going to do is actually close off the trade. So very nice. 4 grand in profit, 31 grand at the moment. So it's currently falling down. We might have closed the trade a little bit prematurely, as you can see, dropping down nicely. Very likely going to retest this area zone. This is what we are seeing currently, market shooting towards the downside. But since I don't want to, trade or buy at the moment, since he has already fallen, we really want to stick for sell orders. So really we need to wait for a pullback of some sort at least before we continue pushing towards the downside. Unless the market decides to, this area zone decides to break this, have a pullback somewhere around here and then go down, then I might sell it once again. So we'll see what happens in just a second. So I came back a little bit later and I just left the charts as is. As you can see, it's actually started to trend a little bit towards the upside. So we need to add another trend line, and we see that if or more than likely this bearish engulfing candle that's formed over here, is very likely going to reach this area zone. So I will actually place another sell order, and I'm quite confident this will happen. So let's just sell it. Big lot size, full lot size, as you can see, minus $3,200 in the minus because of the spread difference. Kind of crazy, I know, but I am pretty sure this trade will do well. It will more than likely reach this area zone and shoot towards the downside to retest and potentially go back towards the upside. The markets change all the time. It's hard to predict them, but I do believe a push, exhaustion push scenario will occur. Okay, Lions, I've been waiting for long enough. Honestly, the markets are not moving at all. Going up, going down every single time. I am in profit, as you can see, $1,300 currently in profit, $900 currently in profit. It's been like this for, I don't know, the past at least 45 minutes. And yeah, it's just not moving. Obviously, we can see a nice, push, exhaustion, likely push scenario. So I will probably sell this trade now. As you can see, 600, 800. I might wait for $1,000 actually. But what I'm seeing is a flag pattern shooting up, flag pattern, likely gonna shoot up again, probably to retest this previous area level. However, Bitcoin is bearish as well, so we need to be careful. At any moment in time it can fall down as well. I wish it did, because I am short in this trade at the moment, as you can see, $200 at the moment, so it fell off a little bit. So I'm just gonna wait a little longer. I believe it will go down till this area zone and then come back to you guys once I close this trade off. And as you can see, it's fallen down once again. Very nice $2,000 profit. I'm closing off $2,200. I closed off very nicely because I do believe we might bounce back towards the upside. It is given a as I said, the flag pattern, push, exhaustion, push scenario. However, I did look at it a little bit more, and I'm now seeing that this area zone could potentially be another area of sensitivity that was just broken. So let's say, as you can see, this area of support has now been broken or will be broken with a bearish engulfing candle. And if that does happen, then we might see a push, exhaustion, push scenario going towards the downside. And ideally, we would like to trade towards the downside Bitcoin US dollar. So again, we might have closed prematurely, but I was so bored out of my mind because 45 minutes, it has been just doing this. It hasn't really been doing anything. And as you can see, it's fallen down now. And I did close it prematurely. And that's just my luck when I'm trading or just scalping the markets. That's usually my luck all the time. My analysis is most of the time correct. However, when I'm scalping and I'm watching the charts, it's dead boring. You need to be like a hawk to watch the charts because you never know when it's gonna fall like this. So what we're gonna do now is basically reanalyze everything. So let's just remove all the drawings, see what's going on. So we still have this nice downtrend over here, right? Maybe we can draw it like this. Still a downtrend, maybe even like this, nice downtrend, falling down now. We can mark an area of sensitivity. So this was the previous one, just broken. So usually what this means is a push, exhaustion, push scenario. This is the ideal scenario that we like. We also have this area zone over here that was broken as well. So definitely it looks like a good short trade. However, what I'm going to do is open a few indicators. I'm going to use the two moving averages, 25 and 50, and see what's going on. So a break did happen. We can open another trade. And you know what? Let's be risky. Let's do 6 lot size for Bitcoin. This is massive. I'm risking a lot. I'm risking a lot with this trade. However, I do believe it will go towards the downside since it's just broken. The 25 and 50 moving averages broken our previous area of support that I waited for 45 minutes, trending towards the downside. The trend towards the upside that you see over here has now been broken. Likely will be a push towards the downside towards this previous area of support, and then maybe push exhaustion scenario to continue towards the downside. This is the likely scenario. This is what I believe will happen. So let's see. Alright, Lions, so as you can see, it's actually falling nicely. I'll close it off very quickly. 5 grand, god damn it, it was 7 at one point. I'm still very happy. I'm risking a lot, but I'm earning a bunch as well. I started with 27 grand. I'm currently 38 grand in profit, which is amazing, but it's not double yet. The scenario did play out as I suspected, as you can see. Oh, rectangle tool I wanted to show you, and it just shoot towards the downside. I might have closed again prematurely. This is 3 times already. Maybe I should not close my trades because I would have profited thousands of dollars and the challenge would have been finished by now. However, that is crazy. I just thought it might bounce in this area zone. I really did thought there might be a little bounce, and there was. However, it's probably gonna break it, and the next area of support is probably this area zone. So let's just have a look at the 1 minute time frame actually, and as you can see, it's near an area of sensitivity. It might go back up actually a little bit. It had its push, exhaustion, push scenario. Very likely an exhaustion is due towards the moving averages before we continue to shoot towards the downside. However, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to place a trade now because very likely if I do, and if it pulls back towards the upside, I might get cleaned out fully because obviously I'm trading big lot sizes, so little pullbacks really eat my account balance up, you know. So if I place, let's say, 5 lot size trade, I might have free margin, you know, 18 grand, and if it moves just a tiny bit, trust me, I'm clean, then that's it. So although I said I was bored over here, I needed some action, and it was stressful as well. 45 minutes you're watching charts and you don't know if you're gonna lose your money or not. It is kind of stressful. You can't even go to the toilet because you just placed a massive trade. So now I'm kind of chilling. I'm gonna watch the markets a little bit and see what happens next. So as you can see, I came back way too late. The prediction that I made that is probably gonna bounce off this area zone did happen. As you can see, it bounced off nicely towards the upside, broke the moving averages and shooting towards the upside, push exhaustion, push scenario. However, it's way too late now. It's literally midnight and I'm actually quite worried that I might suck at trading and I might lose all my money. So if you would like to see me finish this series, then make sure to let me know, because on Monday or Tuesday US dollar markets are opened, so it's going to be much more volatility and everything's going to be much quicker and more exciting as well. So if you enjoyed this video at least a little bit, make sure to smash that like button, join my trading group, and see you later traders. Have a nice day and goodbye.